Hi guys, it's George here at Air Rifle Warehouse. Today I thought we'd do an air rifle review. I thought we'd start, seeing as Air Rifle Warehouse has just started, with a starter air rifle. I've gone with the HW99S. This is probably the go-to, or one of the go-to starter rifles, especially if you're into spring guns. It's become a household name really in most shooting circles, and it's easy to see why. Got that brilliant Weihrauch German build quality. It's reliable. Nothing, or very rarely, ever goes wrong with them. They're accurate. What more can you want? So I'll start with just a little walk around of the rifle. So presented in the beach stock. This is the latest version, so it's been given a little bit of a facelift. You can see they've scalloped out under there. Got some new checkering compared to some of the older models, but essentially all the gubbings inside are the same. Coming up from the stock, you've got the nice blacked action that, I mean, the Weihrauch blacking process is very good. My Weihrauchs have never corroded and I absolutely abuse them. So again, typical German engineering. Coming along the top, you've got a 9 to 11mm dovetail rail. And as with all Weihrauchs, on the trigger block here, you have your 3 recessed arrestor pin sections for when you've got compatible mounts with them, you can stop things from moving. That being said, the recoil on these, because they are the smaller action, they have a smaller swept volume, makes them perfect for the UK power band, but it also means that it is less recoil compared to something like a 95 or anything like that. So as long as you're clamping up properly and torquing your mounts down per manufacturer's spec, you shouldn't get any movement anyway. Back here you have an automatic safety switch, and when it's engaged, or when it's on safe, you see the little red pin. We'll get a close-up of that later. That goes back into the action, so it's really easy to see when you're loaded. Coming forward down to the barrel end here, well, at the breech, you've got the standard rear open sight, which is both height and windage adjustable. It has also got 4 apertures to choose from, various sizes, notches or V's. And then along the barrel, you've then got the hooded enclosed front post, which makes the sight picture really easy to get. Because these ship with open sights, it does mean all you need to get shooting is a tin of pellets and something to shoot at. You don't need anything else. There's no filling, there's no setting up scopes, mounts or anything like that. It's a very simplistic and easy way to get into shooting. But of course it does have a rail, so you can mount scopes if you want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to chronograph the rifle. I'm not going to be too concerned about accuracy testing today because it's only open sights and I'm not that good. I'll get a standard deviation using these are the JSB, the 844 shorts, because this is the 177, and get a standard deviation. This is straight out the box. We haven't done anything to it, and we'll ping the results up on screen. So guys, as you saw just then, I've put 10-shot string for it. I've did my best to keep the hold as consistent as possible. What I found is straight out the box, standard deviation of 11.3, which to my mind is very good, especially spring gun, a little bit more hold sensitive, things like that. And then as well, over time, this is going to bed in, you're going to get less of the dieseling and stuff like that. So out the box, this is very consistent. Weihrauch have done a very, very good job. So ideal for something like this is anyone getting into shooting, anyone who wants to do a little bit of pest control, anything like that, or people who just enjoy an older school, more simple way of shooting. This is a really, really nice thing to use. And I must admit, shooting it just now, it's sort of taken me back a little bit to when I first got into shooting and didn't have all the PCPs and such. And I've really enjoyed it. So what I'm going to do now is to show you how bad I am and how I actually don't know what I'm talking about, I've put some targets down there. It's about 20 yards away, and I'm just going to have a few shots and see how good I am over open sights. Can't even see from here if I've hit the target, but it just feels good. So what I'm also trying to do, you see I'm not just resting the rifle into the stand. I've got my hand there in the way. Because it's a spring gun, obviously they recoil, and I'm trying to keep it a consistent recoil. Something I always do with spring guns is there's always a breech pin up here. I always put my thumb on there so I know I'm getting around about the same sort of hold every time. And then we'll take a look at the target, see I've not hit anything, and you can ignore all the advice I give you. That's absolutely fine. Oh, the paper did move, so I've hit something down there. Right, one more, and I think that'll be it. Right, I think it's time to go have a look at the target. I'm not as good as I used to be, or if I ever was. The rifle is capable of far more than this. It is the nut behind the butt letting it down. I was aiming here. The shots have gone up here. Now, yes, I didn't adjust the sights or anything like that. And to be fair, open sights group, I don't think that's too bad for the first go in 15 odd years. So I'm kind of happy with it. The main thing I'm going to take away from this though, this is a bucket load of fun. And I think me and a few other members of staff are probably going to be down here over our lunches using one of these. It has been great fun, and I cannot recommend this rifle enough. If you like this review, please like and subscribe. If there are specs that I've missed or features that you missed or not gone over or something that you want to see, put it down below. And also, what rifle should I review next?